Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back with another one, and Jimmy Butler has decided to get on the podium and say that I'm not enjoying basketball anymore. I am not motivated to play basketball anymore. And he basically, in a nutshell, said that he no longer wants to be on the Miami Heat, for lack of better words. Here's the thing. Again, I'm going to give y'all two perspectives. I'm going to give y'all my perspective and Jimmy Butler's perspective. My perspective on this is Jimmy Butler, is making what, 47, 48 million, right? He's making a shit ton of money. Way more money than what he's actually worth. Because, dude, it's one thing to be unhappy in a place, but you're unhappy in a place that's paying you more than what you're worth. And Pat Riley took a chance on you when he didn't necessarily have to. He could have went a whole different direction, but he chose you to be the number one option for a team for the first time in your career. Now, if you're unhappy in a place, you need to express that with Pat Riley privately, and you need to tell him in a professional format that I will not play another game for the Miami Heat. Now, will you get criticized and shitted on? It's possible. But Jimmy Butler's behavior over the last 2 or 3 seasons is giving diva-like energy. Because, you show up to camp with all these funny haircuts and you want to do all this showmanship because you didn't get what you wanted, instead of earning what you want, instead of pouting about what you don't have. Jimmy Butler has regressed over the last 2 seasons. He has not been the Jimmy Butler of old. Now, that may have a lot to do with his injury history, but mentally, Jimmy Butler has checked out. He's done. It's over. Stick a fork in him, Johnny. Pat Riley, last week said that we are not trading Jimmy Butler. He tried to stand on business with that. He thought he was going to eat with that. But however, here's the issue. Here's the problem. You're making more than what you're worth. My issue with Jimmy Butler is I don't think that's very professional to go on live TV and say that you want to trade. That's just my opinion. Let them break the news. Let the insiders break the news that Jimmy Butler has gone up to the thing and requested a trade. That's a little bit more respectable. Now, Jimmy Butler's perspective. Let's play devil's advocate. Jimmy Butler has been in Miami for a cool 7 or 8 years. He's gotten them to the finals when, from a technical standpoint, his teams were not supposed to make it there. No. With Butler being the best player on the team and for them to go to the finals 2 years is incredible. And you got to commend Jimmy Butler for getting those guys there, despite them not being a great team. Now, the year that they had Iguodala and Jay Crowder, I kind of knew they were going to make the finals because, sometimes you need the small veteran additions to put you above your competition. Right? So I do commend Jimmy Butler for getting the team to places where they shouldn't be and then getting to the finals as an 8 seed, going from the play-in to the NBA championship and winning a finals game too. Butler deserves credit for making Miami relevant again after LeBron, Wade, and Bosh left. But the last couple of years, he hasn't earned his money. Let's just say that. He hasn't earned his money. He sat out a lot of games. And with him, sitting down the whole fourth quarter while his team is getting their ass whooped yesterday, that's some coward shit. I'm not going to lie. That's kind of cowardly in my opinion. Quite the contrast from the Jimmy Butler that we've seen. But Jimmy Butler is looking like this. What have y'all put around me? Y'all put Tyler Hero around me. That's great. Bam Adebayo's good. But why haven't you put anybody better than me around me? Why ain't you? I wanted Damian Lillard. I wanted Dame. I want Anthony Edwards caliber player. Why didn't you go out and draft an Anthony Edwards caliber player? Why haven't you put two superstars alongside me to go with Hero and Bam? Why haven't y'all put better talent around me? Why haven't y'all put veteran talent around me that can contribute at a high level? Why are you giving me washed up old versions of vets from the past? I want out. But again, there is a way to go about things. And Jimmy Butler is not necessarily going about it the right way in my book. But maybe from his perspective, it's just like, I got to say something to get my ass gone. Because they're not listening to me. And I'm pretty sure that Jimmy Butler has requested a trade multiple times. So maybe that's why he's doing this. But I may not agree with how he's going about it, but he's going to be traded by or before the trade deadline. Now, last but not least, where should Jimmy Butler go? Me personally, my number one destination is the Golden State Warriors, because this gives Jimmy a player that is better than him on that team in Steph Curry. Now, obviously, you got to give up Wiggins. You possibly, maybe might have to give up Jonathan Kuminga. I would try to keep Kuminga at all costs. I would try to do a Jimmy Butler deal without Kuminga. Some people say it's as simple as Wiggins, Kuminga, and a pick for Butler, which is kind of what Jimmy is worth, which is kind of what Jimmy Butler's real value is. But Miami and Pat Riley greedy. They're probably going to try to get the house. But if you're trying to get the house, you can't get Kuminga. If I were the Golden State Warriors, I'd be like, look, we'll give you Kuminga. We'll give you Wiggins. We'll even give you a number one pick. We'll give you Buddy Hield. We'll give you Moses Moody. We'll give you Brandon Podziemski. But I want Jimmy Butler and I want Tyler Hero in a second round pick. If I got to trade Kuminga, I want Tyler Hero. Because Tyler Hero fits what Golden State's doing. And Jimmy Butler would give Golden State an edgy wing, a guy that could get you 25 and 5 a night alongside Steph Curry and Draymond Green. A starting lineup of Curry, Hero, Butler, Draymond, and Trace Jackson Davis, not bad. You traded some of your bench players, but you still have Lindy Waters. You still have, guys like that could come in and get points. They got guys in their G League that they could bring up. The only thing is, they would have to go out and get somebody else, and sign a couple of bench players, because you gave up your bench to Miami. That's what I would do as far as a deal is concerned for Golden State. Like if it's just, just Jimmy Butler, I'll take Wiggins, Podziemski, and Moody and a pick for Jimmy. Or maybe 2 first-round picks. If it's no hero. A lot of people are saying Houston Rockets. Houston, don't do it. Do not do it. Do not mortgage your young future for Jimmy Butler, who is on the wrong side of 30. Don't do that. Don't you do it. Houston has a young and bright future. You got Cam Whitmore. You got Amin Thompson. You got Reed Shepherd. You got guys like that. You got Steven Adams as a backup, for crying out loud. You got Jabari Smith Jr. You got young dogs to go alongside Jalen Green, Alperen Sengun, Dylan Brooks, Fred VanVleet. I would leave that team alone. I wouldn't make any shakeups. I would not shake up my team, get rid of my young youth for a Jimmy Butler that's on the last part of their career. I just wouldn't do it. I would think that's stupid. A lot of people are bringing the Dallas Mavericks into it. What are the Mavericks going to trade to get him? That's what I want to know. What are the Mavericks going to do? You going to trade Clay after you just got him? What, you trading Kyrie? I wouldn't do that. I don't think Dallas has enough value to trade. I mean, you're going to give up on Derek Lively? Because, if you're going to trade for Jimmy Butler, Daniel Gafford, PJ, Derek Lively, 2 out of those 3 guys got to go. And multiple first-round picks. I mean, you gave up multiple first-round picks to bring in Kyrie. You sure you want to do that to a Jimmy Butler? It's on the wrong side of 30. Wouldn't do it. Another team that's came out of another team that's looking at this shit is Phoenix. Obviously Bradley Beal would have to be included in the trade. Bradley Beal would have to waive his no trade clause. But is Bradley Beal going to do that? Probably not. But the only thing that would be enticing to Beal is this could be his team. If it's just as simple as a Bradley Beal and Jimmy Butler swap, a Bradley Beal and multiple picks for a Jimmy swap, if it's that simple, then Bradley Beal's the number 1 option in Miami alongside Tyler and Bam. That'd be an interesting look for Miami, in my opinion. Miami could get back to the play-in, but I don't know if they're going to win anything. I don't think they're going to win anything because Bradley Beal isn't necessarily a winner. He's only gotten out of the first round 1 time. So, yeah, a lot of decisions for Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat to make. Like I said, my ideal destination for Jimmy is Golden State. They need a 20-point per game scorer to go alongside Steph and Draymond. And I think that they, if they acquire Jimmy Butler, they can win a round or 2 in the playoffs. Depending on who they play, of course, because we know the Western Conference is like a gauntlet. But yeah. So this King Known NBA and Music Talk, I'm gone.